Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to today's video, which has been a bit of a challenge to get to you because we have had no internet for a matter of hours, and now we've got intermittent internet, so I don't know when this will get uploaded. So I hope you have a nice Easter break, or had a nice Easter break whenever you see this video. Today's video is damn it, positive, stay positive and try some random acts of kindness. Why? Well, the last fortnight, lots of things have been breaking down in my home. It started with my oven a fortnight ago, and it's been a fortnight and it's only just been fixed. The parts arrived. Yay! I use my oven a lot, so it arrived in time for Easter. Then 4 of my 5 air conditioners broke down. Luckily, we have one in the living area, which is nice for the daytime, and the nights are a lot cooler. So it's no big deal, but it's been a fortnight and the parts haven't quite arrived yet. Then, out of the blue, the toaster said, I've had enough, and my 4-slice toaster decided, that's it, it's reached its best by date. To top it off, we started having internet issues, and it's all to do with the modem, and they won't send a replaced modem till it stops working. So it didn't work for 3 hours yesterday, it didn't work for 3 hours this morning. It's intermittent, so we have to wait for it to die. However, Reebs has gone out to buy our own emergency modem because it keeps happening. This one is only 8 months old. So, you're like, damn it, what else can go wrong? Touch wood, nothing else would. But it got me thinking about something from 2019. In 2019, Billy the Crafty Floridian was crocheting Dammit dolls, and I contacted her asking if she would make me a couple in characters from TV shows. I sent her photos, and she was very gracious and made them and posted them to me. So my first Dammit doll I requested was Costa from Gardening Australia. I'll put a photo at the end so you can see him. I watch Gardening Australia. I really like this guy. He's a lot about the environment. He's great with kids, and he's just amazing. And his Greek culture, he's very, very, I don't know, speaks highly about his culture and gardening and composting and all that. So I sent her a photo, and this is what she made for me. Ta-da! There is a link to the original video from 2019. I'll put at the end that you can watch it and see how excited I am when I got Costa. I also requested she makes Dirt Girl for my little friend Emma. Emma likes the children's show where Costa is an alter ego. He is Costa the garden gnome, and he has a show with Dirt Girl, and she liked Dirt Girl, and she made that one for us. So I got the 2 of them. It was while I was scrolling through emails, because I very rarely delete anything, that I found all the correspondence with Billy and the invoices to pay for them. And yeah, it made me smile. I'm thinking, damn it, a Dammit doll. I had watched before Rose from Rose Likes Crochet and Litza from Coco's Crochet. Sorry, I had a mental blank then. And they had made a crochet Dammit doll from a tutorial. And I thought, you know what, maybe I should have a go. So I crocheted it in plushy yarn. I have a lot of mill-end plushy yarn. This particular yarn I didn't really like in the ball. After I opened it, I thought it was pretty ugly. But I made a Dammit doll, and it actually crocheted up quite nice. So here's my wild and woolly Dammit doll. Ta-da! She actually didn't turn out too bad. I did do the hair different. I did it my way. But that and the eyes and the face, I did it a bit my way. This is my crochet Dammit doll. I'll probably put this on the market stall to sell. I'll put a little note with it like Billy's got something similar. And yeah, let's see how she goes. But I think she turned out pretty good. And what, 2 hours to make at the most? Yeah. It was a quick, easy project, and it put a smile on my face, remembering how back in the early days in 2019, Billy was making these dolls. She now makes ones out of material and fabric and sews them, and they look amazing too. And I know Emma loves her Dirt Girl, even at 15. It still has great memories for her. So the tutorial I followed was Crochet Misfits. And I'll put a link in the description below. Like all the other tutorials and channels I mentioned, make sure you check them out. If you check out the channels, give them a thumbs up and say hello. It always helps their channel. So after the Dammit doll, feeling a little bit more positive, I looked for a positive crochet project. Now, there were positive potatoes I've tried in the past that turn out really small, and I was never really impressed until Crystal, I think it is Crystal at Chronically Crochet brought out her tutorial and pattern, and I love this. What you see, my golden positive potato, mill ends yarn. All these projects were made with mill ends and a 5mm crochet hook. That was the first one I made. So quick, less than 2 hours to make, and made me feel so much better, and I enjoyed it so much. I decided to make dirty potato. Ta-da! Here, I don't know if it happens overseas, but our supermarkets sell dirty potatoes cheaper than they're washed and cleaned. They're more expensive. If they're just out of the ground with a bit of dirt, they're cheaper and you can take them home and wash them. I guess that's one way of helping the consumer when they're doing it tough in this economy. And yeah, they're fine. The potatoes are good. They just haven't gone through the washing and cleaning and making look beautiful process, and they pass that cost saving on to the customer. So my beautiful golden potato and my dirty brown potato, I really like these. I think she does awesome tutorials. In the past, she's got another one for mini monsters that I put on keychains, and I make the mouths on key. And I always think of the stock market, because I have to do stock market and share checks all week with my job. And I name them either NASDAQ or Nippon or something like that to do with the stock markets. But I love making those mini monsters. So Chronically Crochet, go over and make a positive potato. It definitely made me feel better. So at work, I have a bit of a bin of scraps, and I had some mill end yarn in green. And on a break, I thought, what can I make? And I free-handed a positive pickle, and then another one on another day. Look, I say free-handed, but most of it was from memory of Krista at the Secret Yarnery from her pickle. I just made it in this blanket yarn, and I have 2 positive pickles. It was so much, made me feel so much better. And yes, I'll be selling those on my market stall next week. So then Rose Likes Crochet is doing random acts of kindness all year, and for April the project was a flower. And I got thinking, and we celebrate Anzac Day next week, which honours Australian and New Zealand veterans and service people. And I thought, I'll make poppies, and I will distribute poppies around my city area. However, I went a little bit different. So yes, I made the original red poppy that honours veterans and service people and remembrance. And this one is definitely used on Remembrance Day, which happened to be my parents' wedding anniversary. This poppy is a tutorial by Bag O' Day. I love this. It's the first time I've tried it, but I did like it a lot. I then decided I would do a purple poppy, which is for, and remembers and honours animals who served and sacrificed their lives in wars and conflicts, because they don't really get a choice. And I think it's during World War I. Don't quote me on this. A lot of horses died. So yes, purple for animals. Then there's the black poppy, and that's the Bag O' Day one, the purple one. This is my free-handed. You can't really see it all scrunched up like it should be because of the cellophane and it's black. It does have a little green center that's not coming through. The black poppy is to honor the deceased who passed away during wars or conflict, or are still dying in war and conflict. It's a rare one you don't see often. I just dropped the last one, won't be a moment. So after all that, I made a white poppy, the international symbol for peace and remembrance, a white poppy. So I have 4 different colors and I made 8 of them. And I put brooch pins, I sewed it on the back, so when they're found, they can actually wear this if they choose to. So yeah, I've made 8 poppies that I will be distributing around my city area. I haven't really thought about where before Anzac Day, and hope they get found and used for Anzac Day. Definitely made me feel better. Making the Dammit doll, getting positive potatoes, and thinking about doing random acts of kindness for other people always makes you feel better. And that's sometimes what you have to do to be inspired. And after all the things happening to me were just material things breaking down that can be fixed, repaired, or replaced. People and lives can't. So there. I have enjoyed this week. It's not a lot of work because I've been on the phone ordering, with things, deciding on what we're going to do to fix things. And yeah, my work life is busy and then home life got busy. But I made a few quick projects, and I highly suggest, if you need to be positive, go and make this positive potato with Chronically Crochet. You'll love it. You will. I just want to make more, but I've just got no room with all my inventory and I don't want to be overstocked. But don't be surprised if I make more before next week's market. Guys, stay well, stay safe. If this gets to you at Easter and you're having an Easter break or you celebrate Easter, I hope it went well for you and you spent beautiful time with your family and friends. Bye for now.